From the outside, Ordina liturgical town seems like a quiet, desolate city that's now in ruin. However, it has a secret. Ordina is the last thing that stands between us and Mikkola's halig tree, so it's an extremely important place. It's located at the north end of the consecrated snowfields, very secretive area that is not easy to discover on its own. When you first arrive, you're greeted by several Albaneric wolfback archers who guard the silent city behind them. Once you're able to enter the city, you can see much of it is in ruin, with buildings collapsed and rubble scattered throughout. The sight makes you wonder if a battle took place here, or if it looks like this intentionally. As you walk up the steps into the center of the city that's still intact, you can see spirit-like silhouettes of those that take refuge here. With the sentry torch in hand, you can even spot the infamous Black Knife assassin that roams the city. Several Albaneric archers can be found calmly sitting, one even gazing at an empty spot near the entrance. And finally, at the back of Ordina lies the entrance to the Everjail, and within it, 4 statues must be lit to break the great seal that blocks off the end of the giant staircase. Ordina is full of symbolism. For one, the word Ordina refers to the word ordain, as in a minister or priest of a specific religion, and liturgical refers to liturgy, or the act of public worship. This Albaneric archer appears sitting and gazing upon the statue, perhaps praying to or even worshipping it. Even the name Consecrated Snowfields holds a religious meaning, consecrated meaning a place or land has been declared as sacred. The giant staircase leads up to the halig tree through a portal, but from the way that it actually looks like it's leading up into the clouds. This could be a nod towards the famous Stairway to Heaven. Another interesting observation is the presence of the Black Knife assassin lurking in the Everjail, patrolling the city from within. She seems to be protecting Ordina alongside the Albaneric archers who shoot you down with St.Trina arrows. St.Trina's arrows are carved to resemble a withered water lily. They have a sleeping effect on their targets, and it is said that the priests of St.Trina use these arrows to spread their teachings, that the sweet oblivion of sleep can become quite the habit. These remaining Albaneric archers may in fact be the aforementioned priests of St.Trina, spreading the message of their patron saint to both the willing and unwilling. There are even second-generation Albanerics that gather and wander on the outskirts of the town in the consecrated snowfields. These second-generation Albanerics seem to have learned the incantation Discus of Light, one of the incantations of the Golden Order fundamentalists. It produces a ring of light and fires it forward. It was a gift from the young Mikkola to his father, Radagon. This could suggest these Albanerics traveled here because of their faith in Mikkola, a religious pilgrimage of sorts. And Loretta's mastery does support this theory, noting, developed by Loretta after her long and bloody journey to seek out a place where the Albanerics could live in peace. Mikkola may have promised them safety in these newly blessed lands should they serve him and protect him. Ordina's seal, the puzzle to break it, and even the look and layout of the city is extremely similar to another well-known city, Celia, Town of Sorcery. The similarities don't stop there. Celia is known for its invisibility sorceries, as described by the spell Unseen Form, one of the night sorceries of Celia. It makes the caster semi-invisible. The Celian assassins considered every option that aided their dirty work. The sorcerers of Celia were assassins who used invisibility very much like the Black Knife assassins do with their armor. In Celia is another interesting find. Growing there are Mikkola's lilies, a delicate water lily of unalloyed gold that has started to fade and wilt, a flower signifying faith in the halig tree, thought to be beloved by the young Empyrean Mikkola. Could this suggest that Mikkola once traveled to Celia, the same way his half-brother General Radon did, and took inspiration from the town, for his followers' eventual settlement, Ordina. Celia too has significant meaning, the word coming from the name Celia or Celia, meaning to be in heaven. The state it is in now does not seem to represent the name it was given though, since the battle fought between Radon and Melania. These two cities appear to be almost mirror images of each other. This could symbolize the old world dying and being destroyed to usher in the new. This would make sense when we think of Pharmazula or the crucible of primordial life, once they were to the status quo and the powerhouses of their epochs. But time refuses to stand still. Now, from this point on, this is total speculation, but I do believe that Miquella is St.Trina in another form. There are two lilies in the lands between, and they are Miquella's lily and Trina's lily. Miquella created unalloyed gold to treat his sister's scarlet rot affliction, and St.Trina seems more associated with sleep, but this does still make sense. Sir Gideon Ofnir refers to Miquella in the cocoon as slumbering. There are also the Albinauric archers who use St.Trina arrows in Ordina, and the second generation Albinaurics who've learned Discus of Light, connecting both St.Trina and Miquella to the Albinaurics in the consecrated snowfields. It's possible that Miquella presents themselves as St.Trina in the dreams of those in the lands between, or that St.Trina is the image their followers dream of, but will also be the chosen form Miquella takes after emerging from the cocoon. As for Ordina itself, I do believe that Miquella and his followers are attempting to create a new heaven. The Erd Tree is where the spirits in the lands between return to, or at least are supposed to, but cannot, due to Queen Marika's actions. Miquella's intention with the Halig Tree was to be the next Erd Tree, and Miquella planned to be embedded in it as the Elden Beast is in the Erd Tree. Miquella planned on becoming the next god in the lands between, with or without the Greater Will's blessing. But I still wonder, who sealed off the stairway and put Ordina into the Everjail? One theory is that it has always been sealed, and only those that have accepted Miquella, St.Trina, as their true god could pass through it, hence the lighting of the candles in the statue's hands. Or perhaps it was Clean Rot Knight Finlay. After carrying Melania back from Caelid, she may have done it to try and stop those that would harm them from following them back to the Halig Tree. Her ashes do mention the journey being an incredible task as she fought off all manners of foes, and as we've seen with Master Iji, it doesn't take a demigod to seal someone into an Everjail. And the last theory is that Mohg, Lord of Blood, sealed the portal to the Halig Tree off behind him, as he left with Miquella's slumbering body. It may have been in an attempt to prevent any of Miquella's soldiers from following him. In theory, this could be possible, but I don't think it's very likely. The reason is because of the seal itself. I've looked over many different seals across the lands between, and all of them have their own uniquenesses to them, both in color and in the imagery found on the seal. For example, the seal placed by Morgott at the entrance to the Frenzied Flame prescription is golden and shows some sort of language in a spiral, and Celia seals all glow blue with a crest in the middle of them. When looking at the seal blocking the portal to the Halig Tree, it displays the signature braided tree crest of Fael. This has led me to believe the first option, which is that the Halig Tree has always been sealed, and only those that light the flames of St.Trina's candles will be allowed access to the stairway to heaven. Thank you so much for watching my video. If you enjoyed it, please give it a like down below and consider subscribing to my channel. I really appreciate all of the support. Let me know down in the comments your theories about Ordina or Celia, and I can't wait to talk to you all in the next one. Bye!